Have you ever felt like you're running out of time to fix your financial situation? Maybe you've drained your savings trying to make something work, or you've gone into debt chasing opportunities that just didn't pan out. I did that. I maxed out 2 credit cards trying to learn how to make money online. And now you're looking at retirement thinking, I have no idea how I'm going to make this work. If that's you, then this video is for you. I'm going to show you exactly how I grow my retirement income online and how beginners over 50 can start making real money by learning simple digital skills, choosing the right niche, the building system that actually works. So stick with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to see a path forward that you didn't know existed. If we haven't met yet, I'm Deb, I'm 55, and I help people over 50 who are feeling stuck and are concerned about retirement discover simple ways to make money online that bring them more time freedom and peace of mind by learning new skills that change how they earn online. Here's something that's happening right now that most people in their 50s and 60s don't realize. More and more people our age are discovering that they can earn income online, not because they suddenly become tech experts, but because the online space has opened up opportunities that didn't exist even a few years ago. According to Forbes, learning digital marketing skills is projected to continue growing into 2026 and beyond. So if you've been wondering, is it too late for me? Could I really learn this at my age? The answer is absolutely yes. The thing I love about building online income is that you're not starting from zero. You're bringing everything you've already learned in life to the table. And when you learn how to position those experiences the right way, they become the foundation for real income streams. People in our community are earning anywhere from a few $100s a month to supplement their retirement, all the way up to thousands of dollars, often replacing what they used to make in their full-time job. The potential is there, and it's not reserved for the young and the tech savvy. It's available to anyone willing to learn new skills. I know what you might be thinking. That sounds great, but I don't know where to start. And that is completely normal. Here's what I want you to understand. You don't need to have all the answers before you begin. You just need to be willing to learn, follow a proven system, and give yourself permission to be a beginner again. Because the truth is, every successful person you see online started exactly where you are right now, confused, uncertain, and not sure if they could really do it. But they started anyway, and that's all you need to do. If you're ready to see the full picture of how this online business works, grab my free Freedom Formula Blueprint below. It breaks down the entire process step by step, so you can see exactly how to start building online income, even if you're a complete beginner. Now, before we go any further, I want you to hear from someone who's living this. This is Christy. She's a 67-year-old widow who had no retirement savings and drained $8,000 trying to build a network marketing business. And then she put another $5,000 on credit cards after being debt-free because she was desperate to find a way to make money. Then she discovered the exact digital business model I'm talking about in this video. And what happened next changed everything.
When I started with this program, it was back in late July, I joined, and I had a friend of mine that was in the same network marketing company that I was in, and both of us were struggling, okay? We were needing to find an additional stream of income just to take care of our basic needs. And my first year in the network marketing company, I went through my $8,000 in savings trying to build that business. The second year in that company, I put over $5,000 on a credit card, and I had been debt free, and I did not want to live like that. So when I saw her posting that she was having $900 days, I knew, girlfriend, you are not selling that many probiotics to make that kind of money. This is not coming through our network marketing company. So I reached out to her, and of course she shared with me her blueprint, gave me a link to one of the webinars. The webinar was like the seal it deal for me. Like when I heard everybody's testimonies, like Amy and Jessica and Daryl, I was like, oh my gosh, if they can do it, I can do it. Because, I'm a 67-year-old widow. I've been single for 14 years. I don't want my grown children taking care of me. And yet I have no retirement. I've got to find a way to make money. So I thought, you know what? If Lisa can do it, I can do it. So I jumped in and I actually put it on a credit card because I didn't have the cash. Well, took me a few days to get everything ready to launch, but when I launched on August the 5th, I was nervous. I was scared. I didn't know what people would think of me because here I had been advertising all this network marketing stuff. And now I'm saying I'm starting a brand new business. But I was so excited because people were saying, "What are you doing? I want to know. What are you doing?" And I was like, "Okay, here's a link, go check out my blueprint." And immediately people started getting into my funnel. And 5 days in, I was so excited. 5 days in, I made 3 sales in one day. So I not only got back my $900 investment, I sold $1,800 that I was able to put towards my credit card debt. My initial goal, which I thought was like huge, like, how can I even set this goal? But I set a goal to make 10K in my first 60 days. And I had never done that in my entire life, made 10K in 60 days. So I thought, you know what? Let's just do it. Well, guess what? I did it like in 3 weeks. In under 20 days, I made my first 10K. So here I am now. I've made $32,000 since August. I'm telling you, this is like a dream come true. I love helping people. I want to help people get financially free. I want to help people get this time freedom. I'm a yaya to two beautiful girls that I want to spend time with. And because of this, now I'm spending 2 to 3 hours a day working my business. I have the time to run next door and see those girls or bring them over to my house or take them on a little mini vacation like I did this year when I took them to Branson. I scooped them up in my car. We rented a cottage in Branson. We got to have so much fun together. And I never would have been able to do this if it were not for this business.
Did you catch what Christy said? She made 3 sales in her first 5 days and earned back not just her $900 investment, but $1,800, which she immediately put toward paying off her credit card debts. Within 20 days, she hit $10,000 and in her first 4 months made over $32,000. This is a 67-year-old woman who had never done anything like this before. She's now working 2 to 3 hours a day, spending time with her granddaughters, taking them on vacations, and building the life she always wanted. All because she learned a simple, proven system and followed it step by step. Now, I'm not telling you this to promise you'll make 10,000 in 20 days. Everybody's journey is different. But what I am saying, if Christy can do it at 67 with no retirement, no savings, and no prior experience, then you can do it too. The system works. The opportunity is real. You just have to be willing to take the first step. So what's the first thing you need to do? The very first step is figuring out your niche. Now, I know that word gets thrown around a lot online. So let me make it simple. A niche isn't just what you enjoy or a hobby you have. A niche is a specific problem that you help a specific group of people solve. That's it. People don't search online for hobbies. They search for solutions. So instead of thinking, I love gardening, we ask better questions. Who needs help with this? What are they struggling with? What outcomes do they want? That's how niche is formed. Let me give you a real example. Let's say you love gardening and growing your own food. That's not a niche, it's just an interest. But when you narrow it down, you create a niche. For example, I help people over 50 who want to grow their own food but feel overwhelmed to learn how to start a simple, low-maintenance vegetable garden. Now you've got a specific person, a specific problem, and a specific outcome. And here's what makes this powerful. Once you know your niche, you can build digital products, courses, or services around it. You could create a simple guide, a video course, or even offer one-to-one coaching. People are earning $500, $1,000, $3,000, and more per month, helping others solve problems they've already figured out themselves. The key here is to stop thinking, I don't have anything special to offer. You do. You've lived life. You've solved problems. You've learned things the hard way. And there's someone out there who needs exactly what you've already figured out. Ask yourself, what problem could I help someone solve? That's your starting point. And once you have that answer, everything else starts to fall into place. Okay, so you've got your niche figured out. Now what? The next critical piece is understanding how people are going to find you. And this is where traffic comes in. A niche doesn't exist on its own. It needs traffic. And traffic comes from what people are already searching for online. Almost everything people search for falls under 3 big topics: health, wealth, and relationships. These aren't niches. They are the big searchable topics that people use when they go to Google or YouTube. Your job is simply to figure out which of these topics your niche lives under. Let's go back to our gardening example. Under health, People may be searching, how do I start eating healthier with homegrown food? Or what vegetables are easiest to grow for beginners? Under wealth, they're searching, how can I save money on groceries by growing my own food? Or how do I start a garden on a budget? And under relationships, they're asking, how do I get my spouse interested in gardening? Or how can gardening help me connect with my grandchildren? Do you see the flow? You're taking what you know and placing it inside topics that people are already searching for. That's how something ordinary becomes powerful. And when you create content around these searchable topics, you're driving free organic traffic to your offer, which means more people discover you and more potential income. This is where most people get stuck. They think they need to be everywhere, doing everything, posting constantly, but that's not true. You just need to show up consistently in the place where your ideal audience is already searching for answers. And when you do, you'll start attracting the right people who are ready to invest in the solution you're offering. Here's the final piece that turns all this into actual income. Once you have your niche clear and you understand where your audience is searching, the next step is building a simple system. This means creating a freebie that solves a small problem for your audience, building an email list so you can stay connected with them, and setting up basic automation that nurtures those relationships and leads people to your paid offer. This is what allows your business to grow even when you're not actively working it. It's how people like Christy are making consistent income working just 2 to 3 hours a day. Here's what this looks like in practice. You create a free guide, checklist, or video training that helps your audience solve one specific problem. When they download it, they join your email list. From there, your automated email sequence builds trust, provides more value, and eventually introduces them to your paid product or service. This is how you turn a one-time visitor into a paying customer. And the best part, once the system is set up, it works for you around the clock, making sales while you're sleeping, spending time with your family, or traveling, all because you built a simple system that does the heavy lifting for you. I know this might sound complicated if you've never done it before, but the truth is it's simpler than you think. You don't need fancy tech or expensive software. You just need a clear niche, a way to reach people, and a basic system that guides them from curious visitor to happy customer. And once you have that in place, you've built something that can support you for years to come. So here's my question for you. What's the biggest thing you've learned in life that you think could help someone else? Drop it in the comments below, because I would love to help you see how this knowledge could become a real income stream. You've just learned exactly how to grow your retirement income online, from finding your niche and understanding where your audience searches, to building simple systems that turn your knowledge into real income. This isn't theory. This is what Christy did at 67 with no experience to create financial freedom and a peace of mind. So stop telling yourself you're too old or it's too late. The only thing standing between you and a different financial future is the decision to start. Grab that Freedom Formula blueprint below that Christy and I are using. Take that first step. Let's build the retirement income you deserve. And one last thing before I go. If you want to know how to market your online business for free, you're going to want to watch this video here where I'll break it all down step by step. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.